S3 gave us object storage, but a running server still wants a disk and teams still want a shared drive. So today, block, file, and backup. First EBS, then file systems, then keeping it all safe. First, hold 3 shapes in your head. Object storage keeps whole files on the web, that is S3. Block storage is a raw disk for one server, that is EBS, and file storage is a shared folder that many servers mount, that is EFS. Object, block, and file, 3 ways to hold the same bytes. Start with the 2 shapes here. Block storage is a single disk. You attach it to one server and that server treats it like its own hard drive, formatting it and reading and writes blocks. In AWS, that is EBS. File storage is different. It is a shared folder that many servers can mount at once, all seeing the same files, the same paths. In AWS, that is EFS. So the question is simply, who needs the data? One machine, reach for a block disk, EBS. A whole fleet that must share, reach for a file system, EFS. Same bytes, very different access. In practice, most applications use both, a private disk for each machine and a shared drive for the team. A little more on EBS. An EBS volume attaches to a single EC2 instance, like plugging in a drive. It lives on its own, so if the instance stops, the data stays. And you can snapshot a volume to S3 at any time, a point-in-time backup you can restore later. Now, a distinction the exam loves. Not every disk on an instance is EBS. Instance store is temporary storage that sits physically on the host machine. Because it is right there on the hardware, it is extremely fast. But that is also its catch. The moment the instance stops or fails, everything on it is gone. EBS is the opposite. It lives on the network, separate from the host, so it survives a stop, and you can even detach it and move it. So the rule of thumb, need it to last, choose EBS. Just need fast scratch space. Instance store is fine. It is perfect for a cache or temporary files, things you could rebuild in a heartbeat if they ever vanished. 2 managed file systems to name. EFS is a shared Linux file system that grows on its own. FSx handles the specialized cases, managed Windows file shares, and high-performance computing with Lustre. 3 more that keep data safe and connected. Storage Gateway bridges your on-premises servers to cloud storage with a local cache for speed. AWS Backup is one console to schedule and manage backups across many services. And Elastic Disaster Recovery replicates your servers so you can fail over fast if disaster strikes. On the exam, match the need. A persistent disk for one server, EBS. A file share for many Linux servers, EFS. Fast temporary space you can lose, Instance store, and one place to back everything up, AWS Backup. Let's bring it together. EBS is a block disk for one instance, it persists, and snapshots to S3. Instance store is fast but temporary, lost on stop. EFS is a shared file system for many servers, with FSx for Windows and high performance. And Storage Gateway, Backup, and Elastic DR keep data connected and safe. Next episode, where structured data lives. Databases. We'll cover RDS and Aurora for relational data, the classic tables and rows. DynamoDB for fast NoSQL at any scale, and the tools that migrate a database into AWS. Thanks for watching, and see you there.